Testing one, two. Testing one, two. Well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dr. Mohamad Moussa. I'm an emergency medicine physician of 20 years, and I also run urgent cares. And I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about hantavirus. But before doing so, let me congratulate and honor all of the mothers of this world on this great Mother's Day occasion. I hope everyone is enjoying their Sunday with their mothers. And if their mothers have passed, may God have mercy upon their souls. So, the thing that I've noticed lately about this hantavirus situation is it immediately stokes fears and reminders of COVID-19, especially the situation that's occurring on the cruise ship off the coast of Morocco right now. The overwhelming feeling that you feel from people across the globe is don't let anybody off of that cruise ship because we don't want the virus to spread. Now, there are a couple things to say about that. Now, there are some similarities to COVID 19 with hantavirus, and there's also a lot of contrasting ideas with COVID 19 and hantavirus. The first thing that should be pointed out is the mortality rate, the death rate from hantavirus is extremely higher than COVID. COVID 19 mortality rate is somewhere in the range of 1% to 2%. In other words, one or two people out of 100 will die from COVID. Whereas with hantavirus, does anybody know how high it could be? It's about 35 to 40%, which is extremely, extremely lethal. The other thing that needs to be mentioned about hantavirus is that it is transmitted rodent to human. There really isn't much evidence that it's human to human transmissions. So that's another thing that would decrease its transmissibility rate and avoid some of the hysteria that people are remembering when it came to COVID. The other thing that you should remember about COVID is that its transmissibility and incubation time frame was about 2 weeks, up to 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer. And that would produce symptoms immediately, which would make people more aware. However, with hantavirus, it could be up to 8 weeks, and it doesn't really have a smell. You can't see it. So that's the issue with hantavirus. Now, you're probably wondering, well, how did this come about? The idea is that there are rodents across the globe that carry this virus, and it's actually in the feces, in the droplets. And sometimes when people are in close quarters, in buildings, in crowded areas, there's some kind of sweeping going on, dust gets produced, and it can get into people's airways and lungs and create the infection. Like COVID 19, it can cause respiratory symptoms and cause fluid to build up in the lungs. It's like a general viral illness with flu-like symptoms, malaise, fevers. So those are some of the similarities with hantavirus and with COVID 19. Now, is it going to come to your doorstep in the next few weeks? unlikely. Right now, the cruise ship that is with the passengers that are carrying the hantavirus, of which 3 have already died, is in the Canary Islands. Canary Islands are off the coast of Africa, very far away from the United States right now, an entire ocean away. So that's one thing that should reassure you that it is far away. This virus is not going to spread human to human like COVID did in a matter of weeks, months, and cross the entire globe. Yes, as mentioned before, the mortality is much higher, but the mode and quickness of spread is not as high. So I hope everyone remembers, in general, virus safety, which means excessive hand washing, soap and water, whenever you carry any kind of virus. That's very important. Many people don't know that antibiotics are ineffective with viruses. And the viruses that you should be concerned about here in the United States of America, in the state of Ohio, in the city of Toledo, are viruses more like the flu, A and B, RSV, parainfluenza virus, croup, and of course, we all know COVID-19. These viruses' transmission rates can go down strictly by doing what? And I'm sure you hear this everywhere you go, at school, at work, in hospitals, clinics. You got it. Washing your hands. So don't worry too much about hantavirus. It's very good to be educated about it. It's unlikely that it's going to reach you. In the meantime, you should be focused on more common viruses here in the community. It is always recommended that you wash your hands, cover your mouth when you cough and sneeze. And if you are sick with the virus, staying home from work and school for 24 hours at least until your symptoms are better. Well, again, please see my posts on WhatsApp. There's more information about hantavirus and how it can affect people in the globe. I hope everyone stays safe and healthy. We here at Unity Urgent Care and Pharmacy want to bring you reminders to stay safe and healthy. If you have any illnesses, any concerns, we're always here for you 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Once again, you can visit us at www.uucpohio.com. And thank you very much. Bye-bye.